Welcome back to another session at the Roundtable. Guys, a couple weeks ago I did something in reference to old school DJing, and it just sparked a flare up in me. Today is Tuesday, almost around lunchtime. So if you breaking out to lunch, hey guys, tune into us. We got something real good special going on right now. It's about 11:07 Tuesday, March the 2nd. Before I go any further, it's still my mom's birthday, even though it was yesterday. She's having her birthday all week, all month. Mom, I love you. Happy birthday to you. But when we're gonna go to a break, but when we come back from the break, I'm gonna bring a guy that's from Charlotte, North Carolina, raised up in Charlotte. And this brother is a phenomenal DJ. And we're gonna sit down and talk about the story of how he got into DJing and where he is today. All that and more when we come back to the Roundtable.
You are now tuned into Urban Force Media.
Like I said, y'all. Back at the Roundtable session. Today is Tuesday, March the 2nd. I have a brother from Charlotte, North Carolina. He goes by the name of DJ Shortdawg.
Yo, what's happening, Pimp?
All right, player. All right. What you handling? What you handling right now, man?
We'll
keep that
about my breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it is. You know, if anybody know me, they already know.
Yes, sir. Man, with it being so early in the morning, man, a song that comes in my mind right now is Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh. You remember when they came out with the show, man?
Oh,
man.
Do I? Yo, what's crazy about that?
Morning,
that on the flip side was Lottie Dottie. I was 12 years old. Back then, you know, you can work little places and do little stuff. I was at TK Trip, you know, on Woodlawn, washing dishes and shit. That was the first record I bought and the first record my mom broke.
So
when she heard Lottie Dottie,
86. That was 86.
Mm-hmm. When she
Yeah.
heard Lottie Dottie, and when she heard Slick Rick say, "With your Rick a pussy, I can't be your lover." What did he say? I said, "Mom, did you hear that?" She was like, "Yep." I was like, "Oh,
Oh gosh.
that was crazy."
Your heart broke, didn't it?
Oh man, I was devastated for a minute.
Man. So you got into DJing around 86?
I want to say 87
87. Okay.
because my
DJ,
brother, my actual brother, he was 18 at the time. Bought my first set of turntables on my 13th birthday.
were they 1200s?
No, no, no. They was thinking about the Radio Shack, the straight arm joint.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing that now that I'm realizing, the thing that got me the most was this dude was 18 and he bought his 13-year-old brother a whole set. Like, you know what I'm saying? For your little brother 13th birthday, you buy him back then you buy him a little remote control car or what was it, Atari or ColecoVision back then or whatever. You buy him a game or two for that.
Right.
Bruh went out and bought me a whole setup, like speakers, amps, the little Radio Shack, little black realistic mixer, and two turntables. He bought the whole nine for his 13-year-old brother.
Wow. Shortdawg,
Yep.
evidently your brother, he saw your talent at that age. I mean, a 13-year-old kid back in the 80s, having that kind of a crazy talent on the 12s. I mean, well, on the turntable period, he saw something in you, bro.
What he did, what happened, the it wasn't that record, it was the next single Doug and Fresh them had. All the Way to Heaven was on one side and Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I don't know if it was Chill Will or the other DJ one on was Cut Nothing. And back then we had what you call a component set.
Mm-hmm.
The turntable, radio, tape deck with the big ass knob for the volume on the side. He
Mm-hmm.
came in one day and heard me, doing the Nothing scratch. He said, "Bro, I thought that was the record." I said, "No, I just been fucking, messing with it all day, trying to get it." And I got it. After he seen that, he bought that for my birthday, and I've been doing ever since.
Man, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. My first
Yeah.
record was the Fat Boys, man. Fat Boys. Nah.
That,
Stick 'em.
yeah,
Stick 'em. That was my first record, man. And
yeah,
I'll be honest with you, them big long component sets that had the speakers on each end. It had an
yeah.
8-track on it. Well, I didn't have the slip mat, so I used paper. I cut paper out and put the paper up on it. And of course, I still messed the record up. But hey, I'm
Yeah,
DJing.
because you messed the record up because shit, the needle for the component set was a different kind of needles back then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Played them shit for about 2 months straight. You gotta go get $19. Go get some more.
Exactly, man. Exactly, man. So you kind of like you started your love for DJing at 13 and
Yeah.
13, 14. And when did you see that you know what? I got potential to rock parties. I got potential to go ahead and, branch out and do things at clubs or parties.
I want to say not maybe my junior year or sophomore year in high school, because up until that point, I'm just learning stuff like learning how to do this, learning how to do that, trying to figure this out. So I did little house parties, but I don't, you know, that was just house party. But as far as clubs go, about my sophomore year, my senior year, because I was at the spot. Actually, I played at two spots when I was 17, my last year in high school. It was a spot on the corner of Freedom Drive and Berry Hill. Camp Green, called the Jaguar.
Mm,
Like I said, I was 17 and I had no rough idea. All I knew was to go in and play music.
mm,
Way back then, the club owner was like, "Yo, why don't you promote Sunday night, and whatever money you make off doing Sunday nights is yours.
Let me
Nah,
ask you,
I
dog,
just think that.
was that club right there like in front of a plaza or to the side of the plaza?
You know what? Are you familiar with Freedom Drive?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what Bank of America is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you're coming down Freedom Drive where Bank of America be on your right,
Mm-hmm.
the light before you get to Bank of America with the camp
Mm-hmm.
green, you make that right and it's set right down the corner.
Oh, okay. The one I'm
It was
talking
a
about is
it
a little
was
bit. The one I'm
it's
talking
like
about
a
is a little
church
further
now.
up. It was like across the street from a car lot.
So soon as you make that right, I mean, soon as you make that right, it's like right there. If you got a good arm, you can hit the stoplight on Freedom with a rock.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, that's how close. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
And I was 17 then, so yeah, I was 17. I was doing cameos on Wednesday,
So,
the strip night.
so that's down there, like towards where it's a Aldi's down there now across the street, right?
Yeah, right there by
Yeah,
the Aldi.
yeah,
But they
yeah.
don't build they don't build apartments right there too.
Oh man, Mm, man,
Yeah.
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, when the atmosphere, like you saying, there's a different atmosphere at house parties and at clubs. Which one motivated you more to really, really get into your groove? Um, and why did it motivate you when you were getting in your groove?
Hmm. Okay, what motivates me when I'm in the groove is crowd participation. And you already know how that is. If it's packed, or even if it's not packed, and you turn the volume down so they can sing to it, and they sing, I just feed off of their energy, and that's the
Mhm.
motivator for me.
Several weeks ago, I did an interview with some guys that I DJ'd around, and we all shared spots, nights, clubs, and stuff in the Shelby, Kings Mountain, Gaffney, South Carolina area. And one thing I noticed when I was, looking over your bio, I noticed that you were with a group called is the Regimen Squad DJs.
Oh, Regime Squad.
Regime. Okay, tell me about that.
Well, fooling with Dice, I met Centipede. So Dice, that's Redman's tour DJ. I linked up with Centipede about 7, 8 years ago. That's the president. He from Cleveland, Ohio. And Dice was like, "Yo, come over here, rock with me on my man, live show on the internet, whatever." This was, when it was screaming on live was, just, kicking off. I'm like, fuck it, I ain't got nothing to do. So we went over there, linked up with Pete, and he was like, "Yo, if you try to be in a squad, we can do this. I'm gonna have 4 DJs here, Atlanta, Cleveland, and Atlanta, Cleveland, and Arkansas." So, like before the pandemic, every 4 months, like we did our party here for CIAA. Then we did in the Atlanta version, we did a party Memorial Day. Cleveland is a whole different. They do stuff different. They do parties called cabarets, and this their holiday is like it's called Swedish Day,
Hmm.
and we go out there for in October. They do like a drink and drown. You pay one price and bring your own drink. They big on that up there,
Wow.
and that's pretty much what we do. Just play out at each other's cities. Sometimes we get invited. Like I might get invited to play out in Arkansas or Cleveland or Atlanta with one of the brothers, and vice versa. So it's like just one big DJ family, really. We
So,
got our own app, WRDR Radio.
so the crew in that picture right there, they're not in Charlotte, or they from everywhere.
Now this picture, we're in Charlotte, but only 4 of us from Charlotte. Everybody is from different spots.
Hmm. Now, where's the lady DJ from?
She's from Cleveland, Tosh Beach.
Hmm. Man, that's
Even the
awesome, man.
ones that even the ones that live in Atlanta now,
Mm-hmm.
they have at least lived in Cleveland. Everybody's pretty much from Cleveland except for the Charlotte crew. The
Mm-hmm.
ones in Atlanta, they have at least lived in Cleveland 2 years or more. So it's
How,
kind of a Cleveland-based crew.
how often do the whole crew get together? Now, let me ask you this first before you answer that. How many members are in the crew?
I think we have 12, 13. I want to say 13 because we do have one host, one MC, Lou Legend, and he in Atlanta too.
Mm-hmm. Y'all
Yeah.
get together like a reunion every year, the whole crew?
Nah, 3 times a year. Before the pandemic, that's what I'm saying. We were doing 3 parties. Here CIAA, Atlanta Memorial Day, and October was Cleveland. And that's when we all just showed up, had about 3 sets. Somebody have a NX7 set up, somebody have some 12, somebody have some rain, and we just go with it.
You remember the song back in the days called "Give the DJ a Break"?
Ooh, Dynamix.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what y'all got going on is what I call "Give the DJ a Break."
Oh,
Cause you get hot, you get a little, you still bent over. You know what I'm saying? You still
yeah.
leaning over. I need a break, man. I'm getting older. I need a break.
That's one plus about the digital. Put a
Mm-hmm.
mix on. Ooh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it helps.
Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is a picture of Shortdawg doing this thing. Now, those are our 1200s right there, right?
Yes, sir. That look
Ladies
like that
and
was at Sydney.
gentlemen,
I think that's Sydney's downtown. Yep.
mm-hmm. Here's another clip of you right here.
Wow.
Yes,
That's
sir.
that's a club vibration.
Now, I got a question about this right here. Is that actually on your mixer?
Yeah. That's the skin for it. The president, Centipede, he ordered that for all the DJs in
That's
in
cool,
the
man.
squad.
That's good. Well, did you have to take your face off and have it sent out, and they pressed it on it, or
Nah, Blackjack, he just unscrewed the screws and did what I think he went on YouTube and found out how to do it.
mm-hmm.
And he just did it, took mine off and put it on there. So
That's awesome,
I
man.
wasn't gonna try it. That's for sure.
You got that right. I don't know what I'm doing.
Mm-mm.
Um, Back in the days when you were learning how, a lot of people think that DJing is all about scratching, and the key components. What I try to tell a lot of youngsters is you got to learn how to blend and mix. If that's the fundamental. Scratching is just too easy. That's too easy to do. Back in the days, what DJ did you look up to and you said, "Hey, I'm taking some skills from him."
First one, this when I just got my turntable. So when I was 13, 14, rest in peace, uh, Don Curry, DC Curry out of Hyde Park, Trinity Park, went to North Mac and Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him at a house party. His name was DC. Again, only DJs I've seen at this point were on TV.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first one I actually was up close and personal and see him rock some shit. Like I'm just learning, so he cutting out the M part and cutting his name DC, and I'm like, what the how the, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
he was the first one that got me to say, okay, I got to do some of this type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
When I met Stacy Blackman, he showed me he taught me the technical side,
Mm-hmm.
the BPM, the crowd control. Don't stay in one genre too long.
Mm-hmm.
He took me, to that level.
Mm-hmm.
Then I met DJ Dice. At the time he was DJing for Dawes Effect, and now he's Redman's tour DJ.
Mm-hmm.
We was roommates for like 2 years, and that nigga was like a DJ and drill sergeant. Yo, nigga, wake up, try this. Yo, nigga, wake up. Try this one. Here, light the blunt. He don't even smoke. He would light the blunt and like, yo, here, try this. I'm like, yo, let me wash my face. Yeah, but hurry up, nigga, before I forget it. I'm like, yo.
That's what you want, though. That's what you want.
Yeah, I mean, so he taught me the, I want to say, the technical part as far as different scratch patterns,
Mm-hmm.
beat juggling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been blessed as far as the guidance I've had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whew. And then to get with the regime squad, it just levels me out, levels everything out.
You know, Short Dog, being would you call yourself a freelance DJ, or do you have a spot that you generally go to and DJ at now? You like on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, or on the weekend?
I mean, before the pandemic, it was 704, or well, hell, it was 704 before the pandemic. When he opened back up, he opened it back up to Royale,
Mm-hmm.
Club Royale. And then I was at Vibrations on Fridays, and yeah. But it
Mm-hmm.
had got to the point with me, man. I was like, I ain't finna be DJing every damn weekend. I'm fuck all that. So,
Mm-hmm.
I just went to Sunday nights at 704 and called it a day.
Why
That's when I
is
would
that?
start.
Is it
Huh?
because the crowd participation, or
What
why
you
did you
mean?
make that transition?
As far as me just going in one spot?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I mean it was just tired. I've been doing it for 35 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the crowd is fine. I just wanna, how can I put this? Wanted to relax more. I didn't want to be obligated to be somewhere every week at that time. I just was tired. I needed a break. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So, you know, I just chilled out for a minute, basically.
Did you ever get into doing any public functions, or like weddings, or big
Oh yeah.
business meetings? You did.
Oh yeah. Weddings, reunions. If they paying, I'm playing.
That's the key. That's the
I
key.
just don't. I that 16-year-old or the 18-year-old. I mean, 16-year-old to 21-year-old. I can't keep up with their music, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cause the way it's set up now, YouTube. I did a whole party, dude, where every song that the girl had on a sheet of paper for me to play was YouTube only. Like it was artists that haven't been signed yet, but they're on YouTube and they got X amount of followers, X amount of viewers. I
Mm,
can't keep up with that young people stuff. That's
right.
just crazy.
Well, is it too hard to download, or it's not optional for you to download?
It's not so much of that, but if it's not on the radio or on a satellite, you know, again, I'm 48. I don't be on YouTube trying to see who the new cat that's out now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. If the youngsters, they get all their music and stuff off of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any youngsters like that. I don't know who to go look for. I don't know about no little baby X Y Z. Who the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? They got crazy names now. Be sound like shit you catch on your feet. So I don't know, man.
Well, you know what, Short Dog, you kind of like you 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 hit the button as the reason why I got away from club DJing. And one of the biggest things is I go back to this picture right here.
Hmm.
We all split up. People started getting married, having kids. They less and less started, partying. We got older, and then when the music changed, I wasn't willing to change with the music, because most guys at the time, I would say in the mid to late '90s, I started seeing the crowds more and more. They're dancing on the walls versus on the floor. And then when the
Hmm.
2000s came up, they were really dancing on the walls, and I got pumped up off of people dancing on the floor. And then my crew wasn't there no more. Mind you, I'm still rocking with the 1200s and crates of records. And it's kind of hard for, like you said, you 48, I'm 50. So you know what I mean. It's kind of hard for one guy to bring in 5 and 6 crates of records, turn around bent over like this all evening by himself. So less and less, more and more, I just gradually just got away from it. So, I mean, that, for me, listening to what you're saying, I appreciate the fact that a guy from my era hung in there and transitioned and, went with the flow of the change. Even though you say it's kind of hard for you to keep up with their music, you still went with the change. So I applaud you for that, Shortdawg.
I was I was in the middle of the change. When I say the middle of it, I don't know if you remember, but you remember a club called 8 Track
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
on Wilkinson Boulevard? When Little John hit the scene, he changed the club. Because at that time, you could play a 20, 25-minute old school set. I don't mean hip hop. You can always do a hip hop set almost anywhere you play.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the old Michael Jackson, the old Frankie Beverly Mays, the Parliament. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you could play that at 8 Track.
Mm-hmm.
When Little John came, that old school segment went the fuck out the door. You had to play the crunk shit. The 8 Ball, MJG, Lil John, Lil Scrappy. I'm like, yo, and they be tearing the damn club up. But it wasn't so much high demand, you had to play it. It got to the point where instead of people flocking to the floor when you played the old school, it was a few people. But when you drop that damn okay and kill your mama and stab your cousin and shit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. The name Shortdawg. Did you give yourself that name or someone gave you that name?
A dude that's smaller than me or the same height as me gave me that name. Stacy Black. Cause again, when I met Stacy in Miami, 93, like I say back then, I'm still just I don't know the technical part. All I know is if the record go together, shit, try to make it go together. All I was about was trying to, still working on my scratching shit. So he always, when he saw me, he was like, man, you must be from Mars, man, because don't nobody cut like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what you talking about? He said, man, yo, Shortdawg from Mars or something. I said, huh? Yeah, that's your name, nigga. DJ Shortdawg. I'm like, man, go ahead, man. And that's how I got my name.
Check this
I
out,
mean,
Short.
yeah.
I got a clip of you were rocking one night, man. Yeah, on Facebook.
Oh
You were
shit.
rocking. Yeah, man.
Do I
Yeah,
want to see this?
yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see.
I know heartbreaks, setbacks, bitch, if I crap out and show them a get back. I've been through the ups and downs. Oh, that was the other day. So the part of the game, if I ain't the cold man, or the good man, I'm almost the show man. I gotta take it, I need to say shit. I'm gonna tell they all my appetite because I had something to play with. Make money, make money, make money, make money, make money, make money when shit hit the fan will take. Wow.
Now, that right there was one of the biggest things, and I grabbed that skill, the run back. I got that from Jazzy, man. Jazzy was always my hero, and everything I see Jazzy do, I try to mimic it, man. All the way down to making it chirp. You know what I'm saying? So that technique right there is always a given. Anytime you're doing that, it's always a given. People eyes just light up, whether they on the floor, they at the bar, they sitting down in one of the booths chilling with their lady or man. When they hear you do something like that, they always look up because the song don't generally go that way.
Well, that's the difference between our generation and the generation now. Our generation appreciate that, believe it or not, because they know they remember a turntable. They remember in the 20s watching DJs coming in, as you say, without crates of records, and that was a part of the set. You know what I'm saying back then.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, once this new trap stuff came out, I don't want to call them push button DJs, but the other
I
DJs,
will.
they
I don't
just
DJ
put
no
their
more.
own
I
stuff.
will. I call you ain't got to because you still on the same. I call them. They push button damn DJs.
Yeah,
But we love you. We love you. We respect you.
yeah. I
But
mean,
you are.
I don't take nothing from them, but it just they just come from a different area. Like they don't know the struggle from having to go to Central Records and get one record over here for $20 and go over to South Boulevard to Manifest and get the same record for $5 because you want to. They don't know that struggle. They don't know after you get off from work from a club, you got to take your records in the summer because if not, your shit gonna wop. I don't care how drunk you are. You got to
Let me
get your shit in.
let me ask you this, Shortdawg. A lot of people slept on that record shop. Was it Repo Records over on Central Avenue?
Central, mm-hmm.
Man, that was my joint.
Yeah,
They,
Repo has some stuff.
man, they
Repo,
always
and
they
what was the
every
other
time
one?
I would come in, they would have it.
Huh?
I said every time I would come, things were changing because Repo said, "Look, we're closing shop. We in 6 months or so we're closing shop." And I asked why. He said, "Man, technology changing." He said
Yeah.
it's harder for us to get the records now. He said people ain't putting it on records the way they used to, and I'm like, wow, we can't do this. And slowly but surely, you started seeing all the record shops phase out.
He's out. Gone.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. You got I think you got one here and there. You know what I'm saying? For people that still fuck with vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't get nothing new
Mm-hmm.
unless you press it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crazy part. Soon
Yeah,
they
I
came
remember.
out with a thing you can press and make your own vinyl. Technology say, nah, we ain't having that.
Yeah,
Keep that shit.
yeah, yeah. We go,
That
we
was
go, we gonna
crazy.
put we make money, not you guys.
Right.
But Short Dog, man, I appreciate you coming to the round table. You got your tables. You got your tables around you right now.
Uh then the people
Let's see,
not
ladies and
the
gentlemen, we're gonna
camera.
see if we can get Short Dog to give us a little something. Look at that. Look at that. That's nasty, baby. That's nasty. Can you give us
See,
an
he
outro,
got
Short Dog?
he ordered the skin for the laptop too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I got the same short dog skin for my mixer
Mm-hmm.
that I got with the laptop.
Mm-hmm. I got a quick question for you. For artists, do you have artists that like in Charlotte, Gastonia area that they trying to get their music out and they say Short Dog, hey, can you play this in one of your mixes when you performing? Do you have guys come up giving you stuff like that?
All the time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I really and truly think my wife think the baby came up to me at 7:04 when I didn't play his music. I said, you gotta understand, I have a Mac. You got two ports on the Mac, one for the mixer and the other one for your hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play with a hub. So
Mm-hmm.
I told him, like I told everybody else, you want me to play your music, get it put on the flash drive, give it to me now, and I can play it next week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I get that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't be surprised if he have came to me. I mean, hey,
Mm-hmm. What for people that say someone in Spartanburg, South Carolina, who ain't familiar with the Charlotte area, knowing where you performing, can they send you their music? You check it out, and if you like it, you'll rock it.
yeah,
Okay. All
if
right.
I like it,
Mm-hmm.
I had no problem because I don't know why DJ be scared to do it either. My formula for that: get the BPM, Find out where it's at. Okay, you play something hot before it. When you play it, if you lose the crowd, play something hot behind it. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
My only
And
problem is when people do it. I might be in 105. They shit is like 84. Hey, yo, man, can you play it for me now? No.
exactly.
They don't
Yeah.
understand. They people don't understand that part of DJing either. They
Mm,
think you sitting there playing music. Nah, it's a science to this shit. You can't just come up here and just start playing records. You can, but it'll be
that's the way
whack.
it works. That's the way
Right.
it works. And family, y'all can reach out to DJ Shortdawg at on Facebook. What about Instagram? You on Instagram as well?
Man, you know what? I ain't fooling with Instagram. Dice and Dummy, DJ Dummy. I don't know if you heard of him,
Hmm.
but they try to get me to come on Instagram and do my live shows. Like, I gotta be in the mood. I just get in the mood, just go live. They
Hmm.
told me to try Instagram, man. I'm like, they ain't gonna cut you off. They ain't gonna cut you off. Shit, they cut me off faster than Facebook did. I ain't been
Hmm.
back on that.
Hmm.
But see, I'm not a real technical person. I'm comfortable with Facebook. That's where I'm at.
Hmm. I forgot, man. There was a lot of people. I hadn't even been paying attention to the chats. There was a lot of people in the chats. A couple of people I already know they're rappers and stuff. A lot of rappers. That was one of the really reason why I asked you that last question because a lot of rappers are wanting to get their music out there, and a lot of them, they want to be rappers slash promoters slash manager. Um,
They don't know what
and
they
they just
want
don't
to
know,
do.
man.
They don't know
Say
what they
what?
want to do. And you can't do that. I can't be the DJ at the club and also be the bottle dude and
Hmm.
security. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna spit, spit. Let somebody else take care of everything else.
Exactly, exactly. And my thing with rappers and artists in the surrounding area, if you are promoting your own self and you are managing your own self, like Short Dog just said, find someone that you can trust, a family member or whoever. Teach them how to do that job, and you stick
How you
to
want them to
singing.
do it? Yeah,
You stick to singing. Therefore, you taking a lot of pressure off of you, and you may get further because you're not trying to do everything.
all day.
Because guys, y'all just use me to get your shit to Short Dog, and if you would just hire somebody else, they could have got it to Short Dog, not relying on me. So pay
Exactly.
me my money.
And if and then they gotta remember too now if it's hot, you know, I got DJs in Arkansas, Cleveland, and Atlanta. So it will get played. And Dice, he's in Brooklyn. So
Hmm. Hmm. So there you have it, ladies. Reach out to DJ Short Dog. He's on Facebook. I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. If you can't do it yourself, don't come back to me unless you're gonna pay me. But I'm serious, man. These kids, man. Gosh, boy. When we was coming up, man, I didn't try to do everything myself. You know what I'm saying? Just like I showed that picture, you got a crew, man. And your crew say, hey, Short Dog, I got a gig I can't make it. Can you go make it? Can you go do this for me? And vice versa,
sir,
man. It's called networking, people. Network.
they don't, like I said, it's a whole different generation here, buddy.
Do you have certain nights
Generation.
you go live on Facebook, or you just pick a night and say, I'm going to do it?
Like like for instance, say I'm off today. I might get the urge, I might not. It just hit me.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like shit. I feel like playing music. I just get up and go. I don't have no particular time or nothing. I
Hmm.
just play.
This right here going to be my last question, and we're going to wrap up the roundtable. Earlier, you had spoken reference to a DJ that you were roommated with, and he would wake you up and say, "Hey, yo, try this, try this." Have you had a younger DJ to come to you and say, "Look, Short Dog, teach me some of what you do"?
I'm not gonna say younger, like yet. Well, I did teach a class a few years
Wow.
ago for with These Hands Academy.
Hmm.
Claude Wakefield. I think he still does that. He still got DJ teaching class. But as far as a youngster actually coming to me and say, "Okay, teach me how to DJ," and be serious, call me and be like, "Okay, I'm ready to come over and learn." No,
Mm,
I mean all the time they'll mention it. Y'all want to learn? I want to learn. Okay, I go to work at 6. Call me, around this time.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But they never be serious. So hey,
And you know what? I think it's important that a lot of or any DJ, um, any singer, any rapper, tap into someone who came before you and learn a little bit, because I don't knock on the new rappers, but I look at their stage presence and things they're doing. And I noticed I put up a thing on Kumo D, the Wild Wild West. And in that, Kumo D, he had skills, the lyrics was there, he had the talent to act, and he also had the skill and talent to dance. And the rappers today, you just see them walking around, spitting on the mic. And I'm not knocking that, but what else do you have to offer the crowd that some other ordinary guy don't have? And that's I would feel with you, Shortdawg, when if a DJ was to come up to you and say, "Hey, can you show me something?" What you would do is show him what he or she can offer to the crowd that they're not getting from another DJ.
what can I show 'em? I mean, I do so much different stuff. Sometimes I don't be. I just do stuff sporadically. So when somebody asks me to show them something, I'd be like, "What you talking about? What you want me to show you?" You know what I'm
They better
saying?
get a
So,
pad and write it down.
huh?
They better get a pad and write it down. He did this.
Yeah, I mean, now, but Dollar did me like that one time at the press box on stage. I don't know who birthday it was. Big's Entertainment birthday, and it was La La La, the Jay Z and Myth Bleak song,
Hmm.
and I was beat juggled with the beginning of it, and that nigga grabbed the mic like, "Yo, I know you didn't just do it. Do it again, do it again." I'm like, "Yo, middle of the set, middle of the show."
Hmm.
That was crazy. So yeah, sometimes somebody asks me to do something again. So
Man, that's good. Um, Shortdawg, anytime you are doing something and you want to get the community's awareness on it, you want to advertise it through us, send it through us, man. Especially, like if you got like a several week out notice, send it over to us, man. We'll be more than happy to help promote what it is, the functions you're doing. I'm riding with you. I'm up. Ain't got nothing else to do. I'm an old man now. I now look at what comes through Facebook late at nights.
right,
So I'm rocking with you, man. And
appreciate,
just by
appreciate.
I can't remember how you came across my feed, but you came across. And I said, "Look, I'm gonna tune into this." When I saw you spinning, I'm like, "Man, that took me back into my bedroom, where I painted my walls and everything. Had the city of DC all on it and everything. And Shortdawg, I just appreciate you for sticking in there and doing what you're doing and giving back to the community the love of hip hop, the love of soul, the love of music, and the love of DJing, my brother."
Appreciate. Oh, and by the way,
Mhm.
I do now that I have the phases, I do have a hub now. So if somebody come to me and want me to play something, if it's on the flash drive, I can do it now.
Okay. Y'all heard it.
So,
Get in
yeah,
contact with Shortdawg. He there on Facebook. We ain't giving out his phone numbers and all that over the air. You gonna have to contact him. Till
appreciate
next
that.
time, Shortdawg. Keep spinning them wheels, baby.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the
All
love, bro.
right,
Thanks for
man.
having
All right, man. One love. Guys, you heard it. Today, I had a wonderful session with DJ Shortdawg, man. It brings pleasure to me to bring people like that up. And if you are an aspiring artist, whether you're whatever type of thing you're doing that's helping out the community, doing positive things in the community, you want to bring that to the Urban Voice Media Roundtable session, get in contact with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can email us at urbanvoicemedia@gmail.com. Call us at 704-530-4920. Until next time, y'all stay blessed.